Ezekiel chapter 19. Moreover, take you up a lamentation for the princes of Yashar'el, and say, What is your mother? A lioness? She lay down among lions. She nourished her whelps among young lions, and she brought up one of her whelps. It became a young lion, and it learned to catch the prey. It devoured men. The nations also heard of him. He was taken in their pit. They brought him with chains unto the land of Mitsrayim. Now when she saw that she had waited, and her hope was lost, then she took another of her whelps and made him a young lion, and went up and down among the lions, and he became a young lion, and learned to catch the prey, and devoured men. And he knew their desolate places, and he laid waste their cities, and the land was desolate, and the fullness thereof by the noise of his roaring. Then the nations set again him on every side from the provinces, and spread their net over him. He was taken in their pit, and they put him in ward and chains, and brought him to the king of Babel. And they brought him into holds, that his voice should no more be heard upon the mountains of Yashar'el. Your mother is like a vine in your blood, planted by the waters. She was fruitful and full of branches by reason of many waters. And she had strong rods for the scepters of them that bore rule. And her stature was exalted among the thick branches. And she appeared in her height with the multitude of her branches. But she was plucked up in fury, and she was cast down to the ground. And the east wind dried up her fruit. Her strong rods were broken and withered. The fire consumed them. And now she is panted in the wilderness, and a dry and thirsty ground. And fire is gone out of a rod of her branches, which has devoured her fruit, so that she has no strong rod to be a scepter to rule. This is a lamentation, and shall be for a lamentation. Ezekiel chapter 20. And it came to pass in the 7th year, and the 5th month, and the 10th day of the month, that certain of the elders of Yashar'el came to inquire of Yahuah, and sat before me. Then came the word of Yahuah unto me, saying, Son of Adam, speak unto the elders of Yashar'el, and say unto them, Thus says Adonai Yahuah, Are you come to inquire of me? As I live, says Adonai Yahuah, I will not be inquired of by you. Will you judge them, son of Adam? Will you judge them, cause them to know the abominations of their fathers, and say unto them, Thus says Adonai Yahuah, And the day when I chose Yashar'el, and lifted up my hand unto the seed of the house of Yaakov, and made myself known unto them in the land of Mitsrayim, when I lifted up my hand unto them, saying, I am Yahuah Elohim. And the day that I lift up my hand unto them, to bring them forth of the land of Mitsrayim, into a land that I have espoused for them, flowing with milk and honey, which is the glory of all lands. Then I say unto them, Cast ye away every man the abominations of his eyes, and defile not yourselves with the idols of Mitsrayim. I am Yahuah Elohim. But they rebelled against me, and would not hearken unto me. They did not every man cast away the abominations of their eyes, neither did they forsake the idols of Mitsrayim. Then I said, I will pour out my fury upon them, to accomplish my anger against them in the midst of the land of Mitsrayim. But I wrought for my name's sake, that it should not be polluted before the heathen, among whom they were, in whose sight I made myself known unto them, and bringing them forth out of the land of Mitsrayim. Wherefore I caused them to go forth out of the land of Mitsrayim, and brought them into the wilderness. And I gave them my statutes, and showed them my judgments, which if a man do, he shall even live in them. Moreover, also I gave them my Shabbats to be a sign between me and them, that they might know that I am Yahuah that sanctify them. But the house of Yashar'el rebelled against me in the wilderness. They walk not in my statutes, and they despise my judgments, which if a man do, he shall even live in them. And my Shabbats they greatly polluted. Then I said, I would pour out my fury upon them in the wilderness, to consume them. But I wrought for my name's sake, that it should not be polluted before the heathen, in whose sight I brought them out. Yet I also lifted up my hand unto them in the wilderness, that I would not bring them into the land which I had given them, flowing with milk and honey, which is the glory of all lands, because they despised my judgments, and walked not in my statutes, but polluted my Shabbats, for their heart went after their idols. Nevertheless, my eye spared them from destroying them. Neither did I make an end of them in the wilderness, but I said unto their children in the wilderness, Walk ye not in the statutes of your fathers, neither observe their judgments, nor defile yourselves your idols. I am Yahuah Elohim. Walk in my statutes, and guard my judgments, and do them, and hallow my Sabbaths. And they shall be a sign between me and you, that you may know that I am Yahuah Elohim. Notwithstanding, the children rebelled against me. They walked not in my statutes, neither guarded my judgments to do them. Which if a man do, he shall even live in them. They polluted my Sabbaths. Then I said, I would pour out my fury upon them, to accomplish my anger against them in the wilderness. Nevertheless, I withdrew my hand and wrought for my name's sake, that it should not be polluted in the sight of the heathen, on whose side I brought them forth. I lifted up my hand unto them also in the wilderness, that I would scatter them among the heathen and disperse them through the countries, because they had not executed my judgments, but had despised my statutes, and had polluted my Sabbaths, and their eyes were after their fathers' idols. Wherefore I gave them also statutes that were not good, and judgments whereby they should not live. And I polluted them in their own gifts, and they caused to pass through the fire all that opens the womb, that I might make them desolate, to the end that might know that I am Yahuah. Therefore, son of Adam, speak unto the house of Yashar'el, and say unto them, Thus says Adonai Yahuah, Yet in this your fathers have blasphemed me, in that they have committed a transgression against me. For when I had brought them into the land for which I lifted up my hand to give it to them, then they saw every high hill and all the thick trees, and they offered their sacrifices, and there they presented the provocation of their offering. There also they made their sweet savor, and poured out their drink offerings. Then I said unto them, What is this high place whereunto you go? And the name of thereof is called Bama unto this day. Wherefore say unto the house of Yashar'el, Thus says Adonai Yahuah, Are you polluted after the manner of your fathers, and commit you whoredom after their abominations? For when you offer your gifts, when you make your sons to pass through the fire, you pollute yourselves with all your idols, even unto this day. And shall I be inquired by you, O house of Yashar'el? As I live, says Adonai Yahuah, I will not be inquired of by you. And that which comes into your mind shall not be at all. Ye say, We will be as the heathen, as the families of the countries, to serve wood and stone. As I live, says Adonai Yahuah, surely with the mighty hand and with the stretched out arm, with the fury poured out, while I rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people. I will gather you out from the countries, whether you scattered with the mighty hand and with the stretched out arm and with the fury poured out. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people. There will I plead with you face to face, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Mitsrayim. So will I plead with you, says Adonai Yahuah. I will cause you to pass under the rod. I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. I will purge you out from among the rebels, and them that transgress against me. I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Yashar'el, and you shall know that I am Yahuah. As for you, O house of Yashar'el, thus says Adonai Yahuah, Go ye serve ye everyone his idols, and hereafter also, if you will not hearken unto me, will pollute ye my holy name, no more with your gifts and with your idols. For my holy mountain and the mountain of the height of Yashar'el, says Adonai Yahuah, there shall all the house of Yashar'el, all of them in the land, serve me. And there will I accept them, and there will I require your offerings, and the first fruits of your oblations with all your holy things. I will accept you with your sweet savor when I bring you out from the people and gather you out of the countries wherein you have been scattered. I will be sanctified in you before the heathen. And ye shall know that I am Yahuah when I shall bring you into the land of Yashar'el, and the country for which I lifted you up my hand to give it to your fathers. And there shall ye remember your ways and all your doings, wherein you have been defied. And ye shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for all your evils that you have committed. And ye shall know that I am Yahuah when I have wrought with you for my name's sake, not according to your wicked ways, nor according to your corrupt doings. O ye house of Yashar'el, says Adonai Yahuah. Moreover, the word of Yahuah came unto me, saying, Son of Adam, set your face toward the south, drop your word toward the south, and prophesy against the forest of the field of the Negev, and say to the forest of the Negev, Hear the word of Yahuah. Thus says Adonai Yahuah, Behold, I will kindle a fire in you, and it shall devour every green tree in you, and every dry tree. The flaming flame shall not be quenched, and all faces from the south to the north shall be burned therein. And all the flesh shall see that I, Yahuah, have kindled it, ye shall not be quenched. Then said I, Adonai Yahuah, they say of me, Does he not speak parables?